Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of our Crooked Moon campaign. Last episode, we wiped out Chaos entirely, which is amazing and awesome. Leadership -5. Yeah, I think we're doing this one. And this episode, I think we will be able to do some good things as well. Really? My odds are that terrible? I mean, that's a lot of quarrelers, but still, I don't think they should be that bad. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked there. So, we've got Carrot Kadrin, which is currently being a nuisance. So we are going to go and deal with them. I'm going to move my way up and go, hopefully break that siege. And then we've got my armies kind of running all over the place right now, just sort of like wrecking everything in sight. Now that Chaos is gone, they need a new thing to go beat on. And, this kind of fits the bill. So, that is what we're doing. I think I want to actually come here. No, wait, what? Oh, okay, well, okay, hey, whatever. Let's get you over here. I did not realize that, the vampires came in and did that. I mean, that's perfectly fine. Don't get me wrong. I'm totally okay with that. But I didn't realize that they did. So, we are at war right now with Brettonian. The Empire is kind of in the process of getting wiped out right now. There's not a lot of them left. They have one province left up here in Essen. I'm sending Grimgor to go deal with that personally. And pretty much everything else I have is also doing... I mean... There are a few objectives that we still have to accomplish, but I think we will be okay. We're kind of finally winding down. We've got all the factions that need to be eliminated have been eliminated, with the exception of the Empire, and they will be eliminated soon, quite possibly by the end of this episode. We've got a few provinces that we need to capture, some of them way up here. But if I can wipe out the Empire, and maybe I'll continue waging war against Brettonian because they're annoying and I don't like them. But I mean, all in all, we're doing all right. Let's put walls on these settlements. Upgrade that as well. Here, I will upgrade that one since I still have a thingy to unlock. All my armies have not moved. You still need some stuff. So let's get you 2 more archers and 3 more night goblins. Lots of night goblins. We're going to use like all the night goblins in this army. And I'm going to send this guy up here to go deal with Leon Kerr because I've still got 3 more turns. It won't take me 3 turns to get there. It'll only take me 2, so we're good. We're in good shape. And we've got our chaos corruption on the downward spiral in this province. Finally, we've got it kind of under control. We're slowly working our way back to where we want to be after that whole mess with chaos that lasted for like 4 or 5 episodes. But it's all going well now. We're getting to where we need to be. All right, let's go ahead and end our turn. We'll see what happens. Brettonian may cause me some issues potentially, but we'll find out. There is also the Empire Secessionists, who miraculously are still alive, which is kind of funny, considering a normal Empire campaign. They're like the first guys that you wipe out. Ooh, who is this? That's Karl Franz. All of his guys are... Oh, they have Everheim. When did they get Everheim? Okay, we need to deal with that now, before they get walls. And that is so many heroes. This is not even going to be a fun battle, like in the slightest. Also, you can put this Immortals banner, which gives +5 armor, +6 melee defense, and +10 leadership. You can give that to the Crimson Killers, the Regiment of Renown Black Orcs. That's just unfair. It's just so unfair. That's okay, though. We're going to raise that to the ground. And Grimgor leveled up, which is good. He does need... I'll give him Ard Lads. I definitely want to get Woundmaker maxed out. He does have a couple of his weapons, so that's good. I'd like to get him something. Do I have anything better I could give him here instead of this Potion of Speed? Potion of Speed's kind of a meh. That's alright. It's fine. I am going to have to put him into a Raiden camp, I think, as I kind of work my way up, because he is kind of in a position where some of his stuff is not... Yeah, let's just put it that way. Okay, so here, I'm going to get rid of these Regiments of Renown. Because now we have... Oh, and these ones too. Because now we have the ability to actually recruit some decent stuff. And I like to kind of keep my Regiments of Renown, I guess you would say, in reserve for things that come up where I need troops on a very short notice. Alright, so that will give us 4 Night Goblins, 4 Archers. Who am I going to be fighting at this point? Primarily things... Honestly, some Wolf Riders would be good. Just a couple of those. And then probably some more Night Goblins. And that should do. That should be a decent army. That'll get the job done against a lot of different stuff. Alright, you are going to come up to here, Skarsnik, because you need to go rescue Mount Goonbad. And if they attack me right now, I'm pretty confident they will lose. I don't think they can take the walls with their current army. Alright. You are in relatively good shape. Let's go hammer Altdorf. They really don't have a whole lot. We'll break that down. And I'll sack it for some cash. You, I guess I'll just move to, like, here for now and throw you in a Raiden camp. This guy leveled up. Oh, actually, a couple of these guys leveled up. Let's see. That's all maxed out. Let's go Woundmaker. And then this Goblin Big Boss as well. Maxed out, or leveled up, or whatever you want to call it. Let's give him Stalker, because I want to start working over here to Survivalist and some of these other abilities. You now have a full army. So it's time to send you up to here to help out Grugzint. And our Chaos Corruption here is still declining, so we're just going to leave. And that's why our Goblin Big Bosses are just hanging out over here, because they reduce Chaos Corruption in their local province. You can see characters is the biggest source of Chaos Corruption reduction, and I want to get... I don't like taking attrition damage in my own provinces. That's not cool. Barrack Var. Sure. We can use all of these things. What else could I use here? This is kind of a recruiting province. So I think we will go... I do kind of need Squigs in here, though, if it's going to be a proper recruiting province. I can always get those elsewhere, though. Let's go with the Goblin Tinkerer bench. So I can get artillery here. Gorgazan needs to be upgraded. And I think that's all good. Alright. End the turn again. We're turning our focus to Brettonian and the Empire. We should be able to get a pretty decent amount of loot and all sorts of good stuff from them. Stitch Up leveled up. What level is he now? 9? Alright, let's finish out Dagobos. That's going to be something that we want to have maxed out on any of our armies, because Goblin Generals and things. Let's do this. We'll finish this off, and this time I'm just going to raise Altdorf. Probably should have raised it before, but whatever. It's okay. Let's see. More armor would be good. He does have kind of terrible armor. More melee defense would also be good. Either way, Wah is definitely a must. For sure. Let's see. Oh, now they're attacking me over here, too. Okay. Guess what? I've got Azog right here. And you are going to start moving down this way. I don't actually... Let's just move him over here. There we go. Skarsnik. Can you manually run up here? There we go. Is that close enough now? Yeah, now there we go. Now he's afraid of me.
Don't think so.
Get off, Mount Goonbad. That's my baby. Well, maybe not my baby, but a very useful province to have control over. Okay. You are going to come up to here. And now he's going to start running away as well. We're pushing him off of our settlements that they're besieging. That is good. For sure. This is slowly working its way down. We're lowering our chaos corruption. And it'll continue to decline even if I take these guys out. Because I do have this boss's camp, which reduces it. I've got this fully upgraded shaman's hovel, which also gives it pretty significant reduction. So I can probably move away. I can probably move my goblin big bosses out pretty soon. But I wanted to get a nice jump start on it. Let's upgrade that. Eastern Badlands, we'll upgrade that so we can get Doom Divers here in Carrick 8 Peaks. Silver Road, that we can upgrade. And here, what do I want here? Kind of got Squigs. Squigs really don't need to be in Karaza Karak. Let's actually put them over in Mount Squighorn, which is fitting, especially because it's Mount Squighorn. So, seems like a good place to, you know, recruit Squigs, if you ask me. Alright. Moving on. We should get a nice... Ooh. Oh, Brettonian. I'm defending against Brettonian? They're going to fight me with this army, and they think that their odds are that good? This is basically an anti-Brettonian army. Alright, well, we'll quick save it. But let's go ahead and fight this one. I really don't foresee myself losing this. Now, they do have Leon Kerr, and King Leon Kerr is ridiculously overpowered. So that's the thing. But I really cannot foresee myself losing this battle. There's just... I've got the number advantage. I've got... yeah, I just don't see it happening. I would say my units are probably better as well. Although my general is kind of garbage. He's pretty low on the totem pole, but that's okay. Let's move these nasty skulkers back. And let's put these goblin archers kind of in the middle, so they're protected. And actually, now, there's an interesting conundrum here, because they have a lot of... They have, I think, 2 trebuchets. No, you know what? Their trebuchets aren't actually even really going to be able to see me. So, let's just start... We're going to hard group these guys and just start moving them up. It's going to take them a while to get to us. They do have a lot of cavalry. They've got Grail Knights, and they've got Pegasus Knights, and that is going to cause a problem for me because I don't really have a good answer to them. But I just don't think there's enough of them for me to really... I mean, look at where the balance of power starts. I outnumber them just a little bit, like more than 10 to 1. So I really just don't see how they're going to pull out a victory. Let's move about here. Also, by hard grouping, if you didn't know, by hard grouping, that's how you get them to move in formation. I'm not going to keep them hard grouped like this, but I want them moving in formation right now. And now I'm taking artillery fire, so I think it's time to run. That way they'll move a little faster. And I think that's probably good. Let's unhard group. And let's see. Our guys are shooting at me, but that's okay. Alright, let's pause for a sec. Are they in range? They are close enough to being in range. Let's shred those Pegasus Knights. And let's get... these Grail Knights surrounded entirely. And with poison attacks and these nasty Skulkers who will do armor piercing, with them being poisoned, we should drop them pretty quick. Let's see, what are these? Those are Pegasus Knights. Yep, those are the guys we want to take down. Why did you just let them get away? Like, you thought that was okay? You're just like, I'm not just, no. Why bother entrapping? That's totally unnecessary. No. Okay, so those Pegasus Knights are toast. Let's turn our focus to these ones. Get you over here. Yeah, there's just too many archers. Like, Pegasus Knights get shredded by archers, especially archers with poison attacks. Because the big benefit of Brettonian is that they have very fast, they have a lot of mobility. And poison arrows just kind of ruin that mobility advantage. So, it's not good. It's not good to come up against this many. I mean, as I said, this was basically built to be an anti-Brettonian army. Let's get these guys coming over here. We're not going to worry about the Grail Knights too much right now. Well, yeah, no, we kind of need to worry about the Grail Knights. The Grail Knights are the biggest threat on the battlefield still. Let's go kill this wizard. And that is King Luan, who is on a horse, unfortunately. He would be easier to kill if he was on his griffin, but maybe we can still focus fire him down since he's kind of off on his own right now. Yeah, that hurt him a little bit. Their wizard is fleeing, but I'm really more worried about these Grail Knights. You go kill their... Actually, I really don't necessarily want him on the Paladin without support. Let's get those archers up there to support him a little bit. I also need to get rid of these trebuchets because they're just being a nuisance at this point. And I'm just going to try and kind of ignore Leon Kerr as long as I can. Yeah, these guys are wrecking this Paladin. Unless he's got a healing potion, in which case I might actually be in trouble. But that's okay. Kill that. Yeah, those Grail Knights are taking a beating. They're not liking all that poison. Unfortunately, Leon Kerr is now in my archers, but I've got bigger fish to fry at the moment. Let's get over here. Let's send a couple of these units over to just go deal with these trebuchets. They're not really a huge deal. We're focusing down those archers. You can help with that. Because this guy, this Paladin is dead. There we go. And he sent the Grail Knights all to charge at my Goblin Goblin Warlord, unfortunately. Which is kind of annoying, but... Alright, you guys all shoot at Leon Kerr since he's undefended and just kind of off on his own right now. That's the best way to fight him. Split one of these guys off to go... I'm just chasing all these Grail Knights. Let's get a couple of you guys to kind of come behind if we can. I want to envelop these Grail Knights so they can't get away. There we go. Not you. You get back here and deal with that. Leon Kerr is taking significant damage. There we go. We won it. I didn't think my odds were nearly as bad as it said they were. And we took a lot of casualties comparatively, but we were never really in any danger of losing that fight. And that's really kind of a key thing to make note of. And now we can replenish, and we can sit in our city and replenish a little bit too. So I'm not really concerned about it. It wouldn't be bad to go back and... What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hell. I see a lot of peasants. I see a lot of peasant archers. I see Knights of the Realm. Mounted Yeomen are trash. I don't particularly like our odds in this battle, but I don't think they're quite as bad as the balance of power bar makes them out to be. However, I don't think we can win. I think there's just too many peasants for us to deal with. I think it's just too much. If we are going to have any chance, we're going to need to use Wind of Magic to our benefit. That was very not helpful. Okay, so here's the plan. We're fighting peasants, right? Peasants are not great. They suffer from some very significant issues, not the least of which is very poor morale. You sneeze at them, and they will run away. Now, there are certain abilities in the game that help compensate for that, like King Leon Kerr has an ability called Beloved Sons of Brettonian that's very good. But overall, still, the best way to deal with peasants is exploiting their poor morale, and I can do that using Azog with a couple spells of his. So that's essentially going to be our plan. Let's move these guys up a little bit. And they've just got... the problem is that they've got so many reinforcements that I don't think we really have a legitimate chance here. It's just too much. But we'll give it a go. We'll do the best we can. Let's fast forward a bit. I've got some night goblins off to the side here. My squigs are kind of chilling. I'm gonna need to make use of the squigs. We'll get Azog here in the middle. If I had a bunch of like elite units, I think I would be okay, but I just don't. I just don't really see my odds here as being very good. All right, pause. You fire at... Yeah, let's fire here. The bowmen are honestly going to be the biggest threat. Brettonian has very, very good archers, at least as far as their cost goes. They're so cheap, and they're just really, actually pretty powerful. I am doing some damage to them, though, which is good. And I'll get a nice downhill charge, which is good. And they're not in range of me, which is also good. But they will have the ranged advantage. So I'm going to have to charge right about now. So you charge down here, you charge here, you charge here, you charge there. Let's start moving these guys down, get the squigs charging down as well. Move up the nasty skulkers. Azog, get down here. You keep firing into this mass. Now, the computer is not using Brettonian particularly well because Brettonian actually has terrible charge, but they do have charge defense against everything. So the best way to play Brettonian is not to charge in, but rather to let the enemy charge you. However, if the computer wants to play poorly, I am certainly not going to complain about that. Let's move you up. Actually, can I kill... Where's Azog? Right here? Alright, so we need... Aspect of a Dread Knight. That's going to make it so all of my units can cause terror, which will be very beneficial. And we need to start getting our squigs in to go deal with all of these archers, because otherwise they are just going to destroy me. And then let's use... I should have used those together at the same time. Although they are still getting it, so... Alright, you guys come over here and shoot down. I'm not going to worry about their general right now. What we need to do is make sure that their lines break. He's over here? Okay. Leadership. Speed and vigor. We'll go aspect of a Dread Knight again. I'm just trying to get their guys to rout and run away. Because if their line breaks, it's gonna hopefully work out a little bit better. And unfortunately, they've got their general way up here, which is fine. I've got guys that are slowly whittling him down. But my guys are not in great shape, unfortunately. Come on, give me Doom and Darkness. We want to hit as many enemy units with this as we can. Come on. Right there. That'll work. And unfortunately, I don't have any magic left. Why are you guys going into melee? No archers. No, 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 no. Bad. Bad archers. That is not what I told you to do at all. Ah. Get over here. You... shoot. There. They've got cavalry behind my lines right now, which is obviously not ideal, but I am whittling down their leader. He is kind of in rough shape, so that's good at least. I may save this Spirit Leech and see if I can finish off their leader with it, because that would be good. Knights of the Realm. Okay. Archers. My archers are just getting shot up. Yeah, I'm thinking I don't really have a chance in this. Although if I do kill their general, I may be able to cause a chain rout, but all my guys are just running away right now. So that's not exactly good. How's their general doing? He is almost dead. We'll do that. Alright. Sorry, but they're... No! Ah, I didn't get my Spirit Leech off. Well. That's unfortunate. I think I just lost that entire army. And that means I may have lost Azog, because I think I heard something about how if you're using legendary lords from a confederated faction, they can still die? Or something? I don't know. He seems to have survived. Now they're going to come back and kill him. Although, once again, yeah, I really don't feel like fighting this battle. I'll just take the loss. It is what it is. So now we'll have to look and see if Azog is actually dead. He may be, he may not be. I'm not sure. He may just be wounded. Crooked Moon War. Quest issued. Okay. So... yeah, he's wounded for 2 turns. That's actually not too bad. And then there's this guy who killed Leon Kerr. Or defeated Leon Kerr. We're going to give him Dagobos. And then we're going to put him into Grug Zint so he can replenish. And we're going to rename him, because he defeated Leon Kerr. So we're going to call him Grizzguts, his first name, Kingkilla. He earned it. He defeated Leon Kerr. That's no small feat in and of itself. Now Skarsnik, on the other hand, he is not in the best of moods. Because, you know, Carrick 8 Peaks, they keep bothering me. And Grimgore, he's also kind of, you know, a little ornery right now. Because he keeps having to deal with stupid vampires and corruption and all sorts of things. So we're going to move him up to here. And I'm going to put him in a raiding camp. And that's actually bringing in a decent amount of income. And apparently that completed a quest for us as well, which is fantastic, because I will take all the free quests I can get. Let's come over here and take out Isleheart. That should be an easy fight with very minimal losses. And we're just going to raise it all together, because that's a very tiny amount of cash that's really not worth it. I don't really need any of these other spells. It's really just Itchy Nuisance and Sneaky Stabbing that I want. So, I think, let's see, what is the army? Mostly Night Goblins and Goblin stuff. Let's give him Route Marcher and Intimidating Presence, and we'll go Du Bois. That'll at least make my Night Goblins a little bit stronger. I do have 4 Arachnaroks in this army, which might be overkill, but hey, you know, sometimes overkill's fun. Alright, this is still pretty good. Alright, I think we are good. And unfortunately, guys, I am out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.